All right, so here we go, part two. This is our second poem. We're going to be filling out that second chart about the gist statement, how did Jack feel about it, and then we're going to cite our evidence from the text. So I'll go ahead and read it to you. Again, feel free to pause it, to go back, to read it to yourself, whatever is best for you. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, you probably don't want to hear from me because I am only a boy and not a teacher, and I don't use big words, and you probably won't read this. Or even if you do read it, you probably are way too busy to answer it, let alone do the thing I'm going to ask you. And I want you to know that's okay, because our teacher says writers are very, 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 very busy. Trying to write their words, and the phone is ringing, and the fax is going, and the bills need paying, and sometimes they get sick. I hope you are not sick, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Or their family gets sick. Or their electricity goes off, or the car needs fixing, or they have to go to the grocery store, or do the laundry, or clean up messes. I don't know how you find the time to write your words if you have to do all that stuff, and maybe you should get a helper. So what I'm asking you is this. If you ever get time to leave your house, and if you ever feel like visiting a school where there might be some kids who like your poems, would you ever maybe think of coming maybe to our school, which is a clean place and mostly nice people in it? And I think our teacher, Miss Stretchberry, would maybe even make brownies for you because she sometimes makes them for us. I hope you haven't too much stopped you from I hope I haven't too much stopped you from doing your writing of words and fixing your car and getting groceries and all that stuff just to read this letter, which probably is taking you maybe 15 minutes. And in that time, you could have maybe written a whole new poem, or at least the start of one. And so I am sorry for taking up your time. And I understand if you can't come to our clean school and read some of your poems to us and let us see your face, which I bet is a friendly face. My name is Jack. Bye, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. So again, go ahead and pause and answer this question. What is the gist of this section? So thinking, what is it mostly about? So this poem is mainly about Jack loving this poem by Mr. Myers so much that he actually wrote him a letter asking him to come to his school. And so this is the same chart that we were filling in earlier, but on this line, you are going to fill in what happened, how Jack felt about it, and evidence from the text. So I'm going to give you all some time to do that on your own. I want you to pause and try to do it all on your own. And then you can check your answers when you play the video. And then make sure you submit that to Google Classroom. All right, so here's the answers for you guys to check. It says Jack writes a letter to Walter Dean Myers and is waiting for a response back. How does he feel about it? He wants Walter Dean Myers to write back and is worried that he won't respond. And how do you know? He writes, and maybe he's away. Maybe he's on vacation. Maybe he's sick. Maybe he's hiding in a room writing poems. And writes, sometimes when you are trying not to think about something, it keeps popping back into your head. So you'll see that this is from page 46 to 67. We did not read all of those pages. So I quoted something from a poem that I hadn't read all of it, but I did include those pages in your slideshow. So when you're filling that out, you'll be able to see all this evidence of text. Another one you could have put here is just simply like in this poem as he's writing, he's like, so I'm asking you this, if you ever get time to leave your house, and if you ever feel like visiting a school where there might be kids who like your poems, would you ever maybe think about coming to our school? So you could have quoted that too. Honestly, anything from that poem that I read would have been great to put in and to cite in that box. So if you have any questions, please reach out, or your parents can text me, or you can email Mr. Rogers. So please, we are here to help. I know that we're not meeting all together today, so I know that can be kind of hard to get work done, but we'll talk about this more. I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow. So make sure you submit this to Google Classroom. Bye.